When I was a child, back in school, I disliked school. In fact, I hated school. And some mornings, I would pretend to be ill. I'd pretend to be sick so I didn't have to go to school. I'd and moan and hold my stomach and, Mum, I'm sick. And if I was good, if I was clever, and I pretended to be ill enough, pretended to be sick enough, my mother would phone the school and I would get the day off school. And I'd sit and watch my favourite TV shows and lay on the couch, pretend to be ill. And I have to pretend to be ill all day because otherwise, it would be obvious and then it wouldn't work again. I would lose that trick. So, pretend to be ill. But then the evening comes, the time where school's over, the time where it's maybe even time to go out and play. Suddenly notice that I feel ill. I feel sick. I've pretended so long to be sick that I tend to feel sick after so much time. And I thought about this a lot over the years. I thought about if the mind has the power to make us feel sick, to make us feel worried and stressed, to make us feel anxious and angry, and to make us feel in disharmony with ourselves. If the mind has the power to do that, even to the point of making us physically feel ill, it must also have the power to heal. So when I think in these times of the internet where some of us are researching a lot, looking at the world's problems, trying to research everything we can so we can join the dots, we're confronted with horrors. We've become somewhat resistant to those horrors. But at the same time, our mind is constantly on those horrors. And I feel that sometimes, for all of us, it's time to be able to breathe. To breathe those problems out. To let go out of them. To let go of them. Because we know they'll come back. The ones that want to come back. We know they'll come back. And so sometimes it's just good to be able to take a little bit of time, even just a few minutes in the bathroom, just to breathe and let go, and to think a little bit about letting your body heal itself. Not instantly jump into the first medicine, not instantly jump into the first conclusion of a doctor. You're the best doctor of your own body. You're the one who knows where the pain is. You're the one who can focus in on that pain, to remove some pressure from that pain, to send it some love and understanding, and to maybe consider why that injury or that pain is there in the first place. Because sometimes that is resolved in the mind and begins to heal. It's worth thinking about the power of the mind to heal. If we're constantly worried, if we're constantly stressed, then surely it will affect us. And so we need to build up a resistance too. We need to be able to laugh at things that maybe seem crazy. We need to be able to find humour in these times. And that's one thing human beings are good at, is laughing in the face of adversity, making jokes of hard times, making light of heavy conversation. Human beings really are incredible. We are. Thanks a lot for your attention. Pay attention to yourself. It's a really precious thing. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.